Hi guys, Marvin here from shopsadapage.com, and today we have another quick unboxing and overview, and this time we're going to take a look at the latest keyboard from Tecware, the Tecware Phantom Elite 87 keys. I've always wanted to review the full-size Phantom Elite, but I wasn't able to get a hold of that. But thankfully, Tecware Philippines sent me the new version, which is the 87 keys, which is even better. So this keyboard is already available guys, and I'll post the prices on the screen, and I'll also put links on the description below where you can get this keyboard. So with that said, let's get into it. Alright guys, so right here we have the packaging for the Tecware Phantom Elite 87 keys modular mechanical keyboard. So as you can see, the packaging of the keyboard looks very premium for its price. And it looks like what we have here is the Gateron Yellow, which is linear and has a peak force of 50 grams and a lifespan of 20 million clicks. I've always wanted to try the Gateron Yellow, so this is very nice. So at the back of the keyboard, we have the specifications right here. So like I said, this is a modular keyboard, which means it does have a universal socket that can accept any type of Cherry MX compatible switches, like from Gateron and Kale. So as per the details here, it will come with a switch puller and a keycap puller. The keycaps is double shot ABS keycaps, which is very nice, and it will also come with 4 spare switches. The design is floating keys. We'll take a look at that closer in a minute. And it has a black body with gunmetal backplate. It has 87 keys with 6 key rollover feature, 1000 Hz report rate, and it also has 11 multimedia keys, and of course you can disable the Windows key. It has a flip fit with rubber, which is very nice, and the cable's length is 1.8 meters. The weight of this keyboard is around 1.26 kilograms, which is pretty hefty, but I think that will help with the durability and overall good build construction of this keyboard. So it also has RGB lighting, of course, with 18 presets, and it has a software as well. So let's see what comes in the package. So like I said guys, this keyboard is already available. I'll put the link on the description below so that you can check it out. So first thing you'll notice inside the box, we have here a plastic protection, which is very nice. I really appreciate brands adding this on their keyboards because you can actually use this for your keyboard when you're not using it, so that you'll prevent dust from accumulating on the keyboard. So here's the keyboard itself, nicely protected by the usual foam sleeve. Let me just take it out for a meantime. And what else do we have here inside the box? So inside the box, we have here the 4 spare switches. All of them are Gateron Yellow, which makes sense. There you go. So here's the Gateron Yellow switches. It is linear with 50 grams of actuation force. I've always wanted to review this switch actually guys. So it doesn't have any tactile bump or click, so it is relatively quiet. And of course, as with any Gateron switch, this is super smooth. Aside from that, we also have here a switch puller, so that you'll be able to remove and replace the switches on this keyboard, just in case you want to try other switches in the long run, or if other switches becomes faulty at some point. Alright, so let's take a closer look now at the Tecware Phantom Elite 87 keys. At first look, as you can see, it does resemble the full-size version, and it's actually pretty hefty guys. I believe the 1.26 kilograms specifications on this keyboard. It doesn't have any flex at all, as you can see here. The build construction is really good. So at the top, we have a gunmetal metal backplate, and the bottom housing is made of plastic. So the layout again is 87 keys, which means you don't have the numpad, but you have the dedicated arrow keys right here, and of course the complete nav cluster. So the fonts looks very nice. It doesn't look gamery at all, which is very nice, and it has this stealthy vibe to it with some white legends for the keyboard. So let's go over through the parts overview. So in front of the keyboard, we have a Phantom branding here. Flipping it on its side, we can see that it is indeed has a floating keys design, which means you can see the actual switches. And the bottom housing is actually relatively thin, as you can see here, with an angle design for that ergonomic form factor. The keycaps is OEM profile, as I can see here, and it does have some glossy accents here at the back. So at the back of the keyboard, we can see the glossy accent or glossy lining or glossy part of the keyboard. Alright, so at the back of the keyboard right here, we have two adjustable stands, and it has a rubber tip, which I always appreciate on a keyboard, so that even if you use the flip stand or not, you still have the rubber fit to keep the keyboard in place. So as you can see, we also have here the keycap puller, which is nicely tucked underneath the keyboard. And we have here the Phantom Elite 87 keys branding with certifications and other details for this particular keyboard. The design of the bottom looks pretty nice as well, with this design and pattern, as you can see here. And it also has a cable routing channels at either side of the keyboard as well as the center. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like the keyboard is removable, which is a huge bummer for me, especially with a compact keyboard like this. But at least the cable is braided, so I guess that's okay. So let's take a closer look at one of the keycap. So looking closer at the keycap, it is indeed double shot ABS keycap, but it feels kinda thin. It does have some flex on it when you press a little bit harder than usual. And here's the Gateron yellow. So the design of the gunmetal finish on the metal backplating is actually really nice. It is cold to the touch. And as with the name Phantom, it does look pretty stealthy, guys. And while we're at it, let's take a closer look at the socket for this keyboard. So here's the switch, guys. It is actually not that hard to remove the switch from the keyboard, but it is also not that loose, which is nice. So judging from the look of the socket, it looks like this keyboard is using the Kailh universal socket, which means you can pretty much use any type of switch as long as it is Cherry MX equivalent. Unfortunately, if I'm not mistaken, it is not compatible with Otemu switches, because Otemu switches has a different design or different size for the pins. But at least it is available in a wide variety of switches, like from Gateron and Kailh and other brands as well. Alright guys, before we wrap this up, let's do a quick sound test so that you can have an idea how the Gateron yellow sounds. So like I said earlier, this keyboard is compatible with any Cherry MX compatible switches like from Kailh and Gateron. But out of the shelf, it is available in Kailh Speed Silver, Kailh Speed Copper, Kailh Speed Bronze, Gateron Yellow, and Gateron Brown. So those are the options you have if you're going to purchase this from Tecware's partner stores. So I think that's pretty much it. On the full review, I'll be checking on the lighting modes and of course the overall build quality, performance, NKRO, stabilizers, switches, keycaps, and everything else. So make sure to subscribe to this channel so that you won't miss the full review of this keyboard. And make sure to like our Facebook page as well so that you can keep updated with latest products, latest unboxing, and other updates. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you like this video and appreciate the quick look of the Tecware Phantom Elite 87 keys. Huge thanks again to Tecware Philippines for sending this in, and you can get this from their partner stores linked below. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like this, and see you next time. Have a good day.